action. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Washington Redskins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Throwing to start the drive. Clifford, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Clifford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
First carry for Darius Geis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third down. Here's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Man, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover?
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Hines.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Hines. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on second down, Haskins. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Geis. They find some open field here. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Love. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On first down, this is Geis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On second down, Love. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
You gotta get the ball, D, get the ball.
To throw again on second down. Haskins, the quick slant caught. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him the first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
95.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
That's it. No, check his mic.
Again, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried, because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game.
Let him know. Get it.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Get ready.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
56.
Here I come.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Army.
Check the backer.
Now it's Hines. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the gun on third down. Clifford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 52. Check. Check hot route. Hot. No. You.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colt offense and T.Y. Hilton making their way back out. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Clifford. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers, 83 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd down, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Haskins will throw, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Let's go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Clifford, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
25, check 25, check 25. Whip. Watch the whip.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Redskins now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the second half with a run by Geis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here we go on 4th down. Haskins going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. Haskins. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Clifford. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
They run with Hines. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford. And he will find his man on the outside. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This is Hines. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards on the ground. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way, I'm not.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know? And in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 31 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, here's Love. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's right. Target. Mike, check.
From the 38, Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26.
Let's go.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Now Haskins on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here we go.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Alert. 3 down. Who's on 85? Come on, baby. Let's get this. Slam.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get forward.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So that changes things, no doubt. We thought we might be on the verge of our initial score of the game, but after that interception.
The long return.
Yeah, then they had that long return, and now it's the other sideline who might be the first to put the points up. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Back to throw. Clifford. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, switch gears. He's coming. Double up, double up. Go, double up. 58 for Mike, 58.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Go. Check.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Clifford to the right side to Aaron Eric Ebron. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Haskins. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Sponge. No. You go tight.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. This one complete to Devin Funchess. The 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. They're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time. 2
minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 17 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 25 yards that time.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, Hines. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal. Carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get this